You like Goosebumps?
Margaret, help me. Please help me. I'm your real father.
Oh, I'm your father.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Welcome in, folks. This is my Goosebumps collection. I've been collecting for just over a year and a half, and I only started with 21 of these original series books, and now it has ballooned to all of this. Freaking amazing. Now let's get into everything that I got here. We got this 3D printed little sign right here. We have a couple of the toys from some Taco Bell meals, I believe, from the 90s. We also have this mini set that I got off of Etsy. Very cute. We have a couple of these mystery Goosebumps books that I got from a vending machine in a comic book shop called Revenge of in LA. Those are really sick. Monster books. We got Ghost Camp. This is one of my favorite ones. And yes, I do have all 62 of the original series, all of the Series 2000, and I am only missing one from the Give Yourself Goosebumps set, which is the most expensive one, which I'm looking to get here in the near future. Got all the Horrorland, among others. I mean, look at all these covers, man. This is the most iconic part of all the Goosebumps books. As I said, I only had 21 from the original collection before I started collecting all these old 90s prints. Some of my favorites are Welcome to Dead House, One Day at Horrorland. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb was one of the first ones that I remember reading as a kid, though I don't remember the story. I read I'm Afraid of Bees, Cuckoo Clock of Doom, Monster Blood, this and that. Another one of my favorites is The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam. That's such a crazy story. It's really fun. I really want to read most of these. Been trying to get through Chicken, but it's kind of difficult for me. I also really like Ghost Camp. I also have this Goosebumps The Haunted Mask special edition. It's obviously different from all the others. And the reason for that is that it has the Haunted Mask decal that you can take out of it in the back. It's pretty cool stuff. I really love the covers of these last 12 especially. They were always the ones to collect back in the day, especially these last 3 right here. I mean, Monster Blood 4. I Live in Your Basement. This is the most expensive one of the series because it's so obscure. I never really knew this existed as a kid. So this kind of kickstarted me wanting to recollect all of these books. And the story is super insane too. It's actually really messed up for a kid's book. If this were to be made into a TV adaptation, or even just, its own separate horror movie, I think it would be really effective. And it would be super crazy. Not really appropriate for kids, but I love it. The Curse of Camp Cold Lake was a very dark story for a Goosebumps book, but I still liked it. And that, folks, is the original 62. Now let's check them out in mini version. These are all mini books that I got. I'm gonna have to reorganize all these now. I'm not gonna lay them all out like I did these ones right here. These are so cool. These are they're mini Goosebumps books. They're so cute, right? They're cool. I really like them. Cute little novelty. Great for a collector. Now we're on to Series 2000. The New Millennia of Fear, as they would call it. Even though all these books were released in 1999, except for this one, which was the only book released in 2000, Ghost in the Mirror. That was actually the second Series 2000 book that I ever read. The first one that I ever owned, the first Goosebumps book in general, was this one. It was a Series 2000, The Haunted Car. And every single one of these other books I never knew existed as a kid. So I knew that I had to collect them all. Some of my favorite ones were Brain Juice. The Body Squeezers were really fun. Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls, one of my top 5. This is actually my number 1. Headless Halloween. Jekyll and Heidi was also amazing. The Mummy Walks was pretty good. Same with Horrors of the Black Ring. This one was really crazy. This one was disappointing. This was the one I looked forward to the most. This one was actually one of my favorites, even though it's a really wacky story. This one was a punch to the face, but all in all, I think Series 2000 was a really fun series. Some of the books were really bad, really badly written, but for the most part, it was a really fun series, and that's Series 2000. And then we got the Give Yourself Goosebumps set. I love these holographic shiny covers. They did them for the first 22 books, then they switch it up to what they call a black spine, which is more basic design pretty much. Now I really want to get around to reading more of these, but they take a little bit longer to read than a Goosebumps book. You kind of got to keep track of where you are, go back and forth. I like to read every ending of the book, so it takes me a while. I've read the first 3, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors, TikTok You're Dead, and Trapped in Batwing Hall. I've also read the special edition for Revenge of the Body Squeezers, which is a sequel to the first 2 Body Squeezers books from Series 2000, which I really enjoyed. I also decided to throw these 2 triple headers in here because they're also more rare, and I'd say that I really enjoyed them. And I really love these covers too. They're super crazy, and I want to get around to reading more of these. And yeah, that is Give Yourself Goosebumps. Now here are a couple of the miscellaneous sets we have. The Tales to Give You Goosebumps. I have all 6 of them right here. I've read a couple of them. I really like the first one. Has some classics, and I've also read this Christmas one right here, which was pretty entertaining. We have a couple of the official collector caps books, and so those come with some of these caps that I have not opened that still are sealed, so those are pretty cool. We also have some of the more rare TV episode ones called Goosebumps Presents. I only have 4 of those. Those are ones that I'm also on the lookout for. Completing that set will be very difficult because they are so rare. I have found one in the wild though, and it was this one right here, which was pretty awesome. I also have all the Horrorland books. I've read these books up to book 12, The Streets of Panic Park, and I thought it was a decent storyline. It was just pretty convoluted. A couple of the ones that I liked were Creep from the Deep, Who's Your Mummy, Help We Have Strange Powers, and Escape from Horrorland and Streets of Panic Park were also pretty decent as well. From here, I got the first 3 Monster Edition books. A couple of these, like this one, I've had since I was a kid, so it's super beat up. I have a couple more copies of I Live in Your Basement from sniping them off of eBay. These are just compilation books with 3 books in one. I'm wanting to collect these VHSs and DVDs, but they're a little harder to find in the wild. I got some Fear Street. I have a couple of the TV episode books, which are pretty rare. All the Tales to Give You Goosebumps, a few Slappy World books, Hall of Horrors, and Goosebumps Most Wanted, which I haven't gotten to yet, but maybe I'll get to it someday. And I also wanted to show off these new Goosebumps Funko Pops that just recently came out. I thought that these were fake at first. I've always wanted to have some Goosebumps Pops, and now they've made them. I thought this Haunted Mask one was super awesome. I thought it was also fake at first, but it turns out they're very real. And those are the new Goosebumps Funko Pops. They're freaking awesome. And last but not least, I also wanted to show the official Goosebumps Scare Zine. It's an old magazine from the 90s, and it is signed by Tim Jacobus. This is probably my most prized Goosebumps possession besides a couple of these books, which I really love. And yeah, this basically came out in the 90s. Has some cool trivia and behind the scenes facts from the TV episodes. A couple of activities to draw a Goosebumps monster, crossword puzzle. Instructions to make your own slime, but we already know how to do that. Pause. And that is the official Goosebumps Scare Zine, #1, signed by Tim Jacobus. I also wanted to show off a couple of Goosebumps shirts that I have. This one's pretty cool. I got this one right here, a Horrorland shirt in blue font, which I really love the color scheme of because it matches the sky, and this is probably honestly my favorite Goosebumps shirt. I also have this Goosebumps Abominable Snowman of Pasadena in pink with the white and black tie-dye. I also like that one a lot. As well as this Night of the Living Dummy 3 shirt that I got off of Fashion Nova. Swag. With the pink font. I think it's pretty cool. I really love that shirt. This was honestly my favorite TV episode as well. Last but not least, for the shirts, I got this Curse of Camp Cold Lake that I got off of TikTok, which I turned into a cutoff, and I really like this one as well. And this one has the name on the back. Really love that one as well. And last but not least, we finally got my Goosebumps hard hat. This thing's already beat up a little bit. I got it a few months ago. It's a little spendy, but I think it was well worth it. Actually, it doesn't look too bad on camera. You can see it's a little beat up. Yeah, we got Slappy. We got Keith from I Live in Your Basement. We got Cuddles the Hamster, Shrunken Head, the Executioner, Curly, Snowman, Abominable Snowman, all sorts of stuff, man. We even got the chicken. Vanessa? No, that's not Vanessa. Vanessa turns this chicken to a chicken, but a jack-o'-lantern. We got the Beast from the East, maybe? Vampire Breath, and a Creep, and a Lawn Gnome. Curse of Camp Gold Lake. We really got all the monsters from Goosebumps here, man. I freaking love this hard hat. Probably gonna have to stop using it before I completely destroy it. Repping Goosebumps every day at my shitty job. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much my entire Goosebumps collection. Aside from this little 3D stand-up puzzle that I recently got off of Whatnot, I think that one's really awesome too. Let me know down in the comments if you love Goosebumps too. I'm gonna keep on collecting the cool little things that I find, maybe some collector's items, this and that, a couple more books. If you want to comment down below which Goosebumps books are your favorite, which series, I'd love to hear it. Goosebumps is pretty much my favorite thing to collect right now, aside from all these Funko Pops, which we'll make a video about later. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me about your first Goosebumps memory, if it was a TV show, a book, this and that, whatever it is. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.